Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely, say it guys, say it out loud. I wanna hear you say it, bonkers. Now, the data is in and I'm constantly getting comments that say my housing market hasn't seen any price cuts, or what does it matter if homes go down 15%, if they went up 60%? And let me tell you right now, it matters a lot because it clearly is showing us the direction of the very slow moving housing market, which again, let me remind you, is not the stock market. And I fear that some of us who have been on the sidelines preparing to take advantage of homes at lower prices are going to lose their heart and throw away all of the preparation, all of the self-sacrifice, and all of the empowerment that they've been doing by purchasing a home way too soon. And sadly, what I have found throughout 2 decades of working in real estate is many people, regardless of how educated and well off financially they are, will disregard great advice and move on to a professional that tells them what they want to hear. So today I'm going to do a review on Redfin's new weekly housing market report, and I hope to show you guys overwhelming data that clearly tells us that there is more price declines to come and buyers are going to be in a much better position in just a few months in most metro areas. So in other words, guys, be strong, stay patient, and keep your eyes on the data. And today we're going to review a Redfin article titled Housing Market Update. Sellers' time on market doubles from spring as buyers wait for price and our rates to come down. Now, before we continue, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? And also understand, I hate saying this. I don't want to say it anymore, you guys. If you guys can, just like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't leave your boy hanging. Shoot me a comment below because I love hearing from you, but I am not a financial advisor, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in real estate, father, husband, someone that needs to do more dishes. I'm sorry, Shara, I will step up on the dishes, and someone that is getting sick and tired of hearing all of this garbage advice from investors and from realtors. So I want you guys to lean on me for all things real estate. At least lean on me to provide you the data to review on your own. But regardless, guys, let's get started on this article right now. And I'm only going to do a snippet here, guys, for some of the points that Redfin is trying to make. And I want to get your own take on this. So it's going to be brief, but with rates sitting at above 6.5% for 3 weeks and no indication they'll come down before the end of the year, people are only buying and selling homes if they need to. Prospective buyers are waiting for prices and our mortgage rates to come down, and sellers want to squeeze as much money out of their sale as possible. Homes will eventually sell, but it may take a few months or having the right price. Everything will sell at the right price. But regardless, and sellers need to meet buyers where they are. That means lower prices and negotiations, including things like giving buyers a credit to buy down their mortgage rate and paying for home repairs. Prospective sellers may also consider renting out their home for a few months until demand recovers. Buyers should keep similar things in mind when they're doing the math on which homes they can afford. Try negotiating down the sales price. Now's the time to make what you would have been considering a lowball offer 6 months ago. Ask for concessions and repairs to make up for high mortgage rates. So a little bit of a tune change. Do you guys remember 6 months ago, these articles were the exact opposite? And do you guys remember me saying that Q3 of this year, buyers' incentives would be coming back to the market? And that's exactly what happened. I also said Q4 and at the very, very end of this year, we might be seeing the first signs of buying opportunity. I am not saying buy right now. I am not saying there's great deals to be found. Maybe there's starting to be good deals, but I'm saying wait for a great deal. And and here's the thing, guys, all of the hard work, even myself here, I'm not a rich person. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not even that intelligent. I had a foreclosure, bankruptcy, and repo. But I have been able to crawl my way out of the gutter. I have outstanding credit. I have enough money to invest a little bit. Here's the thing. If I make just one bad decision, I throw all of that away. Do y'all get it? Do y'all get the emergency here? Regardless, let's jump into the article right now and take a look at some leading indicators. All right, guys, so before I read this, we have a brand new metro area on the year over year price decline list, you guys. So now we have seen 7 metro areas hit the year over year price decline, which is a huge sign that this is not, there's many signs, but that's just one sign that things aren't seasonal. But let's look at the leading indicators right now. Now, interest rates obviously have risen over the past week to an average of 6.94%. Now, remember what I'm telling you guys, more than likely, especially in an environment where interest rates are trending upwards, more than likely this rate will be 50 to 75 basis points higher than what you can get. Another shocking number here is online searches for homes for sale are down 32%. That's astronomical. Now, here's another leading indicator. Home buying demand is down. According to Redfin, 31%. According to Zillow, it's in the 40%. Why the discrepancy in data, I do not know. But regardless, home buying demand is clearly shattered. Now, touring activity, 25% plus 8% is down. 33%. These are huge, huge numbers, you guys. Now, here's the craziest number of all. Mortgage applications, guys. Mortgage applications are down 38%. Okay, so just real quick, let me, and I'll get back to the leading indicators, but let me tell you how that affects me. Now, my main line of employment is a W-2 job at a residential mortgage lender. I'm employed by the lender to provide education, training, public speaking, and hold events and things of that nature. Now, I'm on a W-2. As you guys know, mortgage is generally more commission-based, so I am extremely worried that I'm going to lose my job despite me becoming an asset, an unreplaceable asset to my company. But here's the thing. Do you guys remember me saying that I've been preparing for this for the last 9 years? God forbid if I lose my job right now, which I do not want. I want to keep my job. But if I lose my job right now, I'm able to land on my feet. All right. Thank God. And that's a blessing from God. I get it. But thank God, if I do lose my job, I will land on my feet, because the last 12 months, 6 to 12 months, I've been busting my butt to find additional sources of income, because I expected us to go through what we're going through right now. But the problem, guys, is you're going to start seeing mad layoffs, not only in the tech industries, but the residential mortgage industry and also realtor industry, title companies, escrow companies. It's going to start getting bad. And I know it, and I can see it, and I can feel it. Regardless, let's get back to the leading indicators. Now, here's some very interesting stuff, guys. The median sales price was $367,000. That's up 6% year over year, which essentially is down almost 7% from the peak. But I want to point out here, guys, home sales fell from a year earlier in 3 U.S. metro areas. That includes Oakland, San Francisco, and the new metro area, y'all, is Philadelphia. Now, obviously, San Jose is missing from here, Honolulu, Buffalo. But again, like I've been saying, as prices continue to crumble and as we continue to move on later in this year, we're going to start seeing a ton more metro areas hit that list. So that is a huge indicator to keep our eyes on. But now let's visualize some of this data, and let me paint a story with some pictures and some graphs. Now, I'm going to argue that what is leading the change in our housing market right now is on affordability. I've been saying that since March of this year, when people are like, oh, there's not enough supplies. There's not enough supplies. Nothing like this is going to happen. And I've been like, y'all, it doesn't matter if there's no supplies. If people can't afford to buy a house, the supply will come back naturally. And this is what we're seeing in this graph, an astonishing mortgage. Okay, so this red line represents mortgage payments. The average mortgage payment is about $2,500 based on a 6.9%. And that's at a 20% down payment, which most people don't have, but it is what it is. But the astonishing thing is mortgage payments are up year over year, 50%. According to Zillow, is as much as 60%. So the fact that homes are now 50% more expensive is obviously leading to demand being absolutely gutted, as indicated in this home buying demand index from Redfin. Now, again, the red line represents 2022, the gray line represents 2020, blue line represents 2021. So you can see that demand has absolutely plummeted. We are well under 2020 and 2021 levels of demand. And here's the thing, you guys, this is going to probably start going straight down. Now, obviously, because demand is crushed, that is causing current listings to cut the prices and make price drops just to be able to sell their houses. And here is a beautiful chart that shows us, that tells us, now I already know, but tells all of the investors and all of the realtors that are still in la la land and completely clueless that this isn't seasonal. Do you guys see this huge red line, this spike here? That's not seasonal. That's not normal. What's normal is these other lines, 2021 and 2020. Now, the red line is obviously 2022, and 7.9% of listings are having price drops. Now, this is the best indicator that is essentially showing us what's going to happen to sales prices. Now, obviously, as a result of all of these listings dropping their prices, it's going to start lowering the average median asking price. Now, obviously, it's going to take the listings going down, and then they have to sell, and then we need the data. So this next chart is a little lagging, but as we can see here, we are now starting to trend downward when it comes to median asking price. So that's 2 weeks in a row of a downward trend. So what you guys see here is you see the median asking price being lower because this is when the interest rates really started impacting median asking prices. And you can see here it went up because in July, the interest rates softened and people started raising their prices again because demand came back. But as you can see, that is trending downward. And with the interest rates way higher than they were right over here, it's more than likely that this trend will continue because not only that, guys, we're heading into normal seasonal price decline. Now, obviously, guys, as a result of price declines, demand declines, and these types of things, inventory is actually going up. So I hear all kinds of investors and all of these self-proclaimed geniuses say, hey, sales are down, listings are down, we're in super duper bad shape. And I keep telling people you have to look at months of supply because months of supply take into consideration demand. And in order to properly understand the direction of their housing market, we have to look at months of supply. And as you can see, we have more months of supply right now than we did July of 2020. We are sitting at, guys, this is big news. We're sitting at 3.1 months, okay? 3.1 months of inventory. And if I may, let me explain why that's such a big deal. Now, normally, in order for the housing market to be considered a seller's market, we need to have a less than 3 months of inventory. In order for the housing market to be considered a buyer's market, generally we need more than 6 months of inventory. So the fact that we have 3.1 months of inventory is an indicator that we are no longer in a seller's market. Isn't that great? In just 6 months, right? In just 6 months. You guys remember, this isn't the stock market. So have a strong heart, be patient, and understand it takes time for things to catch up. Now, in conclusion, we need to understand it often takes two people, okay? Two people, a husband and a wife, to make good financial decisions. If only one of those people makes good financial decisions, it can lead to financial ruin. It has never been this important in a very long time to make a well-informed, educated decision when purchasing real estate. And the very soonest, y'all, the very soonest that I think that opportunity will present itself is at the very end of this year and after midterms, but only in some local markets, which means you need to do the homework in your own local housing market, and you will get back what you put in. Now, other than that, you guys, I hope you really got some good value, insights, and perspective in today's video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck, and I hope you win.